Okay, in this tutorial, we're going to create a real-time chat application using Node.js, Socket.io, and MongoDB as our database solution. We're going to be doing this all front end and then just using Node just to handle the actual request to the server to store the data and then obviously relay that onto other clients or push that onto other clients. Don't worry if you've not worked with Node.js before, or Socket.io, or even MongoDB. We'll be going through how we're actually going to make all these interact to make this chat application work. And as you can see, you can enter a name up here, but this is obviously customizable. You could change this to actually work with, say, a logged in user on your website. So this will work perfectly with an existing solution, as long as you just carefully integrate it, follow along and understand how this all works. So at the moment, I don't have my MongoDB server running or my Node.js server running. So I'm going to go ahead and just hit enter on here, and you'll just see we get a failed to connect message. So this sort of gracefully, lets the user know that they couldn't connect. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and open or run my MongoDB database. So I just type MongoD like this, and that's going to go ahead and run or start my database. What we can then do is go ahead and in a separate window run our Node.js server. So you can see Socket.io started. That's what we're using as a Node module to accept connections. We're going to do that on the web side of things as well. So now that we've got that working, let's go ahead and just refresh both of these windows. You can see that we don't get the message as we had before, and you can see that just here we've got a little bit of information here that's come through from Node.js, so we can sort of monitor what's going on this end as well. So we're now going to test just actually passing messages from client to client. So I'm going to go ahead and enter two different names here, and obviously, as we've said, or Billy, as we've said, this is entirely customizable. You can use this with already logged in users. So I'm just going to type hello. You'll see that both instantly show this message. If I was Billy and I was going to say hello there, this would again just instantly appear. And regardless of whether you are on the same machine or you're on a machine miles away, you will get a tiny bit of latency, but the speed of this, because we're using WebSockets and Node.js to serve this content, it's very, very, very quick. There's no Ajax polling or anything like that, unless Socket.io has fallen back to this. So basically, this is how the chat works. We're going to start by building out the design, and then we're going to start by actually writing JavaScript. There's no library dependencies here. We're going to do everything using vanilla JavaScript, so no jQuery or anything like that. The only dependencies we obviously have is the ability to include Socket.io, the library, so we can actually use it to connect to our Node.js server. So that's basically what the chat looks like, and in the next video we'll be going ahead and actually designing this out.